This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin Gym Marbella. We're at the Copper Box here for Groves de LUISA. With me, the return of the Saint. Well, it was a routine 5-round stoppage performance for you, George. How did you feel after that?
I feel really good. I think I boxed really well. I'm going to obviously, as always, go back and watch it. But I felt sharp and like I was punching hard. Can't say there was ring rust, but it's been a while. I had a bit of time out in the gym, working on new stuff with Shane McGuigan. So I wanted to, I'm glad I got some rounds in, and hopefully some of that stuff's come out. But I felt sharp and hard, punching with power. I felt like I was in full control. He was getting like beaten up really, and I thought at some point I'm either going to knock him out and really hurt him, or the towel's going to come in, or body shot finish him or something. So the sweet side of me is glad that he got stopped before I knocked him out, but at the same time it would have been good for the fans to iron him out.
Obviously, you're going to have to go back and watch it as you would do, but just off the back of that, did you notice anything obviously different in your performance tonight from your time with Shane? Have you? I know it's a bit early to assess that. You've just had the fight, but
yeah, no, I think honestly it's a tiny bit early. For me, it was important to sit down at the end of each round, listen to what Shane says, and try and go and do that in the next round. Again, I think I've done that, but we'll have to look it back. I think he wants the feet a little bit sharper for the future. But other than that, it was pretty good. Solid performance. I said 7 out of 10. I think that's a good score from him, from what I know. So, as I say, you tell me. You saw it. I didn't see it. Is it good? You've seen me fight enough times now.
Yeah, but listen, like I said to you, I think it's the start of something, and you can tell that there's definitely things different that's been worked on. But you're going to tell probably at a higher level when you box at a higher level, whether these things are going to come into fruition or not.
No, exactly. And sometimes you end up boxing better at a higher level because you have to. You rise to the game. I'm excited about the future. It's good to start the year on a win. I genuinely want to keep the momentum going. We're going to look at dates where I can get out again. Everyone wants me on their show. It's just whether business doesn't make sense, But want to be busy, want to be challenging, and I'm happy to fight anyone. So that should throw me in the picture for the big fights and keep me busy. Great turnout today at a Copper Box. I wasn't sure. I knew there was a lot of good, exciting fights on the undercard, big ticket sellers, but being the other side of London, it's like boxing the other side of the country sometimes. A lot of West London fans came over, a lot of London fans, a lot of fans from all over the country. So it's great to be back in action, great to be boxing back in London. And as I say, so far we're happy. We're going to go back and assess. There's a lot more to come, but onwards and upwards.
What did Shane say about your performance? Has he said anything? I know it's literally been 10 minutes after your fight.
Yeah.
Has he said anything?
He said it was good. He said it was sharp. What else he said, but we know. I didn't. He's a good trainer, so he's gonna find constructive criticism to pass on. And that's exactly what I expect him to do. Dad was happy. My old amateur coaches, Mick and Peter, were happy. They're the ones that I try and appease most straight after the fight, and then I'll go back and sit down with Shane and the rest of the team and have a watch and see what's what. But it's good to be back winning, back in the public eye. Plan on becoming relevant again, knocking on the door for world titles and bashing up anyone put in front of me.
This sounds a bit of a silly question, but are you happy?
Hey, who is happy? Who knows? Right now I'm happy. Before the fight I was happy, and sometimes should I be satisfied with today? Do you know what I mean?
I didn't relatively about your performance. Your mental state.
Exactly, mental state. I mean, in general, should I be happy with today? It's much more low key than what I've been experiencing in the past. But I am genuinely happy. I feel like for the people who care, I'm going to deliver for them. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've been through a lot of ups and downs. Hopefully, I've learned from my mistakes, and hopefully, this is the start of a good boxing relationship that can kick on and be involved in some huge fights, down the line. I know I'm capable of it if I get the right support. outside the gym, we'll do it, and inside the gym, we'll work as hard as we possibly can to get out there and you know, conquer the world. So I'm happy. You know, sometimes I waffle on and I get a bit deep, and I don't even really like talking, so that's probably why I don't talk that much. But I'm happy. I'm happy.
Martin Murray was in the crowd tonight. It's a fight that seems to make some sense at the moment. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd happily fight Martin Murray. I like Martin Murray. I'm a fan of his. He moved up to super middleweight now, and he's had a few good wins, and he lost a close decision against Abraham. I've got to be honest, I didn't see that fight. I was sort of away from home, and I need to catch up on it. You know, and he did an article this week, and the headline suggested that, you know, he's called me up. I don't know, so I haven't read it. And I know he's a polite, sensible guy, so I know if he has said it, he's probably most likely just said that he'd love to fight me, much like, you know, I'd love to fight him. I think it'll be a good fight, you know, a great fight for the British crowd. If it comes about, you know, I'd happily take it. Likewise, if they want me to fight Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding, James DeGale, any of the other Brits in my weight, I'll beat them all. And anyone else. Have a chat with my old amateur coach, Peter Carson, who he's 206 years old, but he looks good for his
Wow, you don't look a day over 204.
No, strongest man I know.
Really?
If he didn't have his trousers on, I'll show you his calves. They're bigger than my torso. I've seen him pick up. We got a mammoth bag in the gym. It weighs 119 kilo. I couldn't even push it over.
Yeah.
Picks 2 up at a time, 1 over each shoulder. Strongest man I know. He says it's seaweed. He eats the seaweed, and I don't trust it. But seaweed. He brings it in.
Yeah?
Yeah, every day.
Alright, I'll take your word for it, Peter.
Lives down in Clacton by the sea. It must be that sea air or something. But he wants a photo.
Jules, I will just end on saying, obviously, you know, I've been in and out of your dressing rooms for over the last sort of 4 or 5 years, and I noticed there are some familiar faces that have stuck with you throughout, you know, your good days and your bad days as well. And your family and friends have always been there for you, which must give you encouragement and, you know, be a blessing for you.
Yeah, of course, you know, I do have a fantastic support network, you know, outside the gym, so to speak. You know, I've got a lovely family, and I've got some real good, honest friends, you know, and they put up with me, you know, when I go into camp and I sort of disappear off the face of the earth. They understand that. See you later, mate. All the best, mate. Thank you. As well as some of the guys, you know, who I've met through boxing, you know. Good guys of the sport who only want me to do well, which is lovely, you know. So I'm fortunate in that respect, and I'd say right now it's lovely to have Shane and his team on board. You know, his dad has got so much experience. You know, the other guys that come with Shane, just being around the other fighters in the gym is lovely because they're comfortable. You know, they're confident, they're winners. As I say, they've got that experience, so you know, say something, you don't have to second guess it for yourself, you know.
All right, Jules, listen, congratulations, you're definitely back, so onwards and upwards, move on to the next one, and you know, crack on.
Yeah, nice one, Kugan, thanks mate.
Thank you very much, George Groves.